Hey everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the session. Please let me know if I am properly visible and audible to all of you. Is everything working fine? So, those watching me for the first time, I'm your faculty of English on CGB Mentors. I have I have daily classes here, free classes for you all. So we have EPFO classes, practice classes going on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. We have this class in afternoon, 1:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. in the evenings. We have regular sessions of editorial analysis. So this is a place in one session you get everything covered that will help you get better at English. Okay, and here we start with skimming, we cover vocabulary, very important, we go to grammar part, understand how it works, let the rules are applicable in a sentence, how it works, then we also do some MCQs. The point is that this is the complete comprehensive session, yet it's a crisp session that you get on daily basis to help you out in English. Okay, so do not miss out on this. First of all, before I mention more things, make sure to like and share the session. If you want daily free PDFs of the sessions we have here on the channel, make sure to join our Telegram group. Details are in the description below. And of course, subscribe the channel अगर आप अभी तक नहीं subscribe करे हो. Okay. So we are going to start with skimming. Now, what do I mean by skimming? You have to jump and read. You have to skip some words and still try to understand the complete meaning. Okay. Now, for example, MSc ELSA 3. You don't have to read it out in your mind. Just look at it and your mind will capture ये कुछ नाम है. So mostly names, numbers, uh, things after the verb, subject or verb important होते हैं. You focus here. Rest of the things you can skip and read. You have to train your mind. Daily different content, different set of arrangement of words, different grammar and sentence structure. So through this, you will be able to save a lot of time when you read something in exam. You want to check something in exam like anything descriptive. RCs करने में easy हो जाता है. So altogether, this skimming technique is there for you all for your exam purpose. And this will just happen over time. I mean, you will get better at it when you practice skimming the way I teach you. Okay, and then you will see the difference. Okay, so do not translate और आपको हर एक word to word नहीं पढ़ना है. Don't lip sync. And try to capture the picture of it just like you are reading an ad rather than going into detail as if आपको कुछ memorize करना हो. ठीक है? So I'll give you a timer of 2.5 minutes. This is editorial taken from today's editorial section of the Hindu. Okay. So more than said time given, I hope now you can summarize. Try to give me the main message of the whole article in just one line if possible. Just try to fit the essence of it in one line and mention it here. Okay. Now what does this say? आपको थोड़ा सा मैं explain करती हूँ. Try to match with what you have understood. Okay. So it says here danger in the sea, of course something related to what's going on in the sea. On Kerala and the MSc ELSA 3 sinking, India's response to maritime disasters must be faster and better. So anything that maritime is related to water, so related to the sea, such kind of disasters के ऊपर response should be better. It should be faster. One rule, okay, that we follow is we usually use the before name of any container, any vessel, big vessel. It could be a train, it could be a rocket, it could be the name of any ship. So we use the before the name of that vessel. Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. So on the afternoon of 24 May, MSc ELSA 3 carrying more than 640 containers started tilting off the coast of Kochi. Tilt हो रहा था, एक और झुक गया था, lean हो रहा था, apparently due to an operational problem. Something related to operations went wrong. The nearly 3-decade-old, 30-year-old ship was said to be structurally safe. माना जाता है, said to be means it was considered safe. The crew abandoned the ship after unsuccessfully trying to right her. Interestingly, just like motherland को हम she and her कहकर बुलाते हैं, ship को भी कई बार the pronoun we use is she, her, hers, like that. Okay. Now ELSA 3 is lying at the bottom of the seabed 50 meters below. This means it sank. So we have to know this thing कि अभी वो नीचे पड़ा हुआ है 50 meters below. 50 हो या 60 हो, the number doesn't matter. यहाँ से what you are gonna understand that it sank. That's it. As per the cargo manifest, officials say that the ship had 13 containers with hazardous goods. अभी report क्या आया है that there were 13 containers with risky toxic goods, hazardous goods. 12 had calcium carbide, a reactive compound, and 1 had rubber solution. So these are the contents. Some 50 containers, many empty. Now 50 around, some 50 matlab around 50. Many were empty, were floating and getting tossed around by monsoon weather. Toss around, idhar idhar ho rahe the. Definitely, Shreya, it's gonna help you. It's helpful for all exams where even a little bit of English is asked. Okay, 8 p.m. We have editorial analysis daily, Monday to Saturday. Officials say the rubber solution has reacted with the seawater and accounts for the plastic pallets being found on the Kerala coast. So accounts for means here we have some proof कि ये जो rubber solution था वो भी leak कर गया है, react करा है sea water से, and there are pellets. Pellets are small capsule like structure को pellets बोलते हैं. Okay, so that's what we can see. 5 containers with calcium carbide, another pollution hazard, are lying on the seabed and need to be safely disposed of. Dispose अपने साथ हमेशा off लेकर चलता है. That means we need to get rid of it before they cause damage. Some oil pollution has also been reported. This is a disaster. There is as yet no clarity on how to safely dispose of the plastic pellets. प्लास्टिक पैलेट्स का लेकिन कैसे डिस्पोज करेंगे, कैसे उसको हम वी विल गेट रिड ऑफ इट, वो अभी भी देखना बाकी. दो कंटेनर्स हैव ट्रेमेंडसली बूस्टेड वर्ल्ड ट्रेड लॉजिस्टिक्स. हालांकि कंटेनर्स हैव बूस्टेड ट्रेमेंडसली दिस लॉजिस्टिक्स, ओवरसाइट एंड कंट्रोल ऑफ व्हाट ईच कंटेनर that passes several hands. That means it is moving to a lengthier distance, and that's why there are many people involved in handling of the container. Ships and yachts is a global problem. ये global problem है, हम बहुत keenly पास से notice नहीं कर सकते सारी चीजें. Besides 600 odd containers still lodged inside ELSA 3's cargo space. 600 अभी भी हैं अलग अलग containers. Some 365 tons of heavy fuel oil and 60 tons of diesel lie inside the ship's tanks. इसके अलावा फ्यूल ऑयल और डीजल भी अंदर शिप के टैंक्स में भरा हुआ है. That much of oil has not seeped out. धीरे धीरे निकलना, seep out करना होता है. Yet is fortuitous because there is every possibility of it happening if quick action is not taken. So this is something that can happen as of now. Fortuitous है मतलब it is a positive thing happened by chance कि अभी तक वो लीक नहीं करा है, but we have to take an action quickly. The Chennai coast was ravaged by 250 tons of heavy fuel oil from an oil tanker. पूरा कोस्ट खराब हो गया है, ravage हो गया है, तहस नहस हो गया है. That collided with an LPG carrier in 17. हो गया था. Okay, so it was 2017 when this happened. The other incident, okay. MSC LSA-3 is a toxic dump that needs to be quickly disposed of. Again, the whole shipment here is something we need to take care of quickly. Salvos are being engaged. Now, who are salvos? These are those people like experts who work with respect to ships, boats, sail respect में जो काम करते हैं. Okay, such experts are being engaged. And they will follow international insurance protocols, and they will of course follow the standard protocols, actions that are needed to be taken. The NOSDCP names the Coast Guard as the nodal agency for such responses. के ऊपर जिम्मेदार कौन है? Nodal agency. In Chennai, the response was delayed by several days, and there was much confusion and lack of coordination between agencies. There is the loophole, okay? Seep out is something, a liquid coming out of the container, not in flow but drop by drop or in a very less quantity. Understand it that way. Try to picturize it. In Kerala, however, there has been enough time to rig up an effective response. Rig up is to set up, okay? To set up something, to assemble something. So it has been enough time to set up an effective response with ambitious plans for economic growth that will inevitably lead to a surge in ship traffic. With such plans, government has also planned to draw more national and global transshipment traffic into India's waters. Waters means seas and oceans. हमारी जो है. India is not only set to see a great number, here is a scope, but a variety of ships of varying cargoes on its coast in future. So we need to make sure that we are at least prepared for it. Kerala response, the is not for place state Kerala, but it is for respective response जो अभी हमने समझा, will show how well prepared India is to handle a major maritime disaster. So now what happens is something that will tell us how prepared we are. Okay? Let's see some vocabulary. Tilting is leaning towards one side or inclined to one side. एक और झुकना, slanting. Hazardous is something dangerous, perilous, unsafe, risky, जिससे किसी को नुकसान पहुंच सकता है. Manifest is cargo list or inventory in the context of the passage. Manifest के और भी बहुत meaning होते हैं. This is the list of cargo. Okay. Fortuitous is something that happens with a chance. By chance it happened with a good outcome. Accidental है, serendipitous है, but it is something in our favor. Toxic dump. Dump is something just weight of something put on someone. So some harmful substances in this case. Salvors are experts in recovering wrecked ships. Okay, I told you. Retrievers, but वो especially oceans or seas में काम करते हैं. Contingency plan, we all must have one, is a strategy to come out of a situation which is an emergency. Emergency plan, backup. Nodal agency is the main coordinating, any agency, any point from where the main instruction is given, that kind of authority is nodal agency. Transshipment, transfer of cargo from one ship to another. Okay, so it is reshipping basically. Rig up is to set up something for a short time. छोटे समय के लिए कुछ assemble करना या set up करना. No. So when we use the before Kerala, and you can see there is another noun here, response. So the is used for this response. And why the with a common noun? Because already Kerala kaisa respond kar raha hai, we have already read about it. Hence it is the response. Kerala is just helping us to understand which response we are talking about. Response by the state. Chalo. Now you answer some questions. Subject and verb of this sentence. Answer 3 is the subject. Started is the verb. Part of speech. The noun. Okay. Also remember with another we use singular noun. Okay, it has to be that way. Part of speech of this word. It is an adverb because it is helping us understand how it was boosted. Verb को समझने में मदद कर रहा है ना? Okay. Subject and verb agreement of this sentence. Besides the 600 odd containers still lodged inside Elsa's cargo space, some 365 tons of heavy fuel and 600 tons of diesel lie Now please understand, whenever the subject is any unit, 5 kg is a good weight loss. Okay, so if I'm saying 5 kg, it is not I'm counting 1 2 3 4 5. What I'm gonna do is just consider one number as one figure. Okay, so usually uska singular noun consider karte hain, and we use singular word, but here we have different things. 365 tons of fuel, heavy fuel oil, and 60 tons of something else. Because of this, because of and joining two units, okay, wo 60 ho 6 ho 600 ho, doesn't matter. That's the reason we are using lie here, which is in agreement with plural noun. Okay, this is how you check it. Chalo. So tone here is cautionary and analytical. We are analyzing and being cautious as well. So the editorial discusses the sinking of Elsa 3 off the coast of Kochi, which was carrying so many containers, and 13 of them hazardous. The ship's crew abandoned it after failing to fix the tilt. This was the main thing that happened. Among the pollutants, now what happened? उसको बता दिया. Now explaining exactly why this event is meaningful or important, because the pollutants are plastic pallets, calcium carbide containers, posing environmental hazard. Though oil leakage hasn't occurred yet, that is a real threat due to large quantity of fuel on board. Editorial critiques India's past sluggish responses. अभी तक हमने past का जो एक event बताया था, you know, केरला का इवेंट, वी हैव सीन इतना अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स नहीं रहा है चेन्नई ऑयल स्पिल का, एंड स्ट्रेसेस दैट केरला नाउ हैज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट हाउ वेल वी कैन डू, हाउ वेल वी कैन मैनेज द हजार्ड अ क्राइसिस. With India's expanding shipping ambitions, faster and more coordinated responses are vital. That's what is the suggestion part. Okay, questions. Hello, happy to see you in the class. Answer is C. According to the editorial, what is the most immediate concern regarding ELSA 3 rank? Okay. So the most immediate concern is potential leak. This is concern immediate threat which has not happened yet. So leak वाला part जो था वही एक अभी threat बना हुआ है. Answer is B. What caused plastic pellets to wash ashore? Chemical reaction between seawater and rubber solution. B is the answer. So this is an exercise that will help you retain some points from what you have read. This is exactly what that will help you in your exam. Answer is C. Delay in response and poor interagency coordination was the reason why this incident was criticized. Fuel quality checks? No, not for the third one. It was mentioned now what happened in Chennai. Nodal agency वाला line जो था. Since I have already told you the meaning, it is assembling a quick and practical emergency response, that is rigging up an effective response. Fifth one. Is the answer. What is the editorial's primary recommendation? That we develop faster, better, coordinated responses. Last line of the passage. Question number 6. Answer is B. Simple subject verb agreement issue. The containers floating in the sea containers are posing a serious threat. Posing threat to something बोला जाता है. Posing threat to marine life and coastal livelihoods. Though no oil leakage has yet occurred, the possibility of contamination remains. Another subject verb agreement issue remains dangerously high. High is adjective and adjective को समझाने का काम adverb कर रहा है. Okay? D is the answer for 7th one. Next. Answer to this one is E. The cargo manifest had mentioned The list had mentioned hazardous chemicals clearly, but no actions, plural hai, were taken. Had mentioned, were taken. Both are in past until much later. So there is no error in 8th question. E is your answer. Make sure to like and share the session, guys. The ship, which is carrying over 600 containers, okay, which is carrying is all okay because the ship is still carrying many containers. But it was reportedly, आप ना अगर यहाँ तक पढ़ोगे तो आपको लगेगा कि was के बाद verb third form जो है वो सही है, but no, because we are saying the ship was in operational trouble. Something is in trouble. Something was in trouble. So if there is a phrase, that means let's say there is a preposition in, on, at, कुछ भी, and then there is a noun, वो छोटे phrase को समझाने के लिए, in order to modify that phrase, we use an adverb, and that's why reportedly will come. Was plus verb third form gives you no meaning in this sentence. The ship was reported in trouble. Something was reported in trouble. It is actually in trouble before tilting and sinking. So यहाँ पे was reported का कोई sense नहीं बनता. We want to correct the syntax here. A contingency plan for maritime disasters. The plan must be executed. कैसे? Promptly and with coordination among all the concerned agency. अगर between होता तो both agencies होता, और between होता that means either just two of the participants are present, or the connection is like if there are multiple participants, so one with another, this one with this one, this one with this one, crisscross connection, okay, like a web. This is not what we say. Everyone has to come together and work. That kind of coordination we are talking about. So between is wrong here. We want to use among. C is the answer. Yes, between all के लिए यहाँ पे use नहीं होगा. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for attending the session. Now tomorrow the class starts at 1:30 p.m. It's gonna be on our other channel, which is CGB IBPS Hub. And this is where we are going to do top questions of closed tests, word-based questions, basically fill-ups, etc. And yeah, that's what we are going to do. And then 8 p.m. back to this session on this channel of editorial analysis. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. And you can get the free PDFs from our Telegram. Make sure to join it. Take care. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.